Okay, Chevy, look at the screen. Hey everybody, this is Kerry with 401k Dexters. This is Chevy, one of our German short-haired pointers. Not just one of them. He's the one that took second place in the 2015 GSPCA National Futurity. So today he gets to go visit some ladies and perform some stud services. We'll add a couple more clips of this so you guys kind of see what the process looks like. So we made it over to Nevada, Texas. It's spelled Nevada, but they do things different down here. This is where we're going to meet up with Chad for Chevy. When you have a bird dog, you typically want to find a resource for some quail or game birds. They use chucker around here a lot too. But you find a source for these game birds, and then you take your birds out and you work them. You either find a place that's a designated bird hunting area in the state of Texas, or they'll have hunting preserves. Chad takes a lot of his dogs on guided hunts, and he kind of has a side business doing that. But I met Chad, I believe it as at his uncle's place when he was hanging around. I stopped over, found his uncle on Craigslist, and went over to pick some birds up. They were sitting around shooting the shit, and he had quails back there, and he had a GSP running around the yard. So I asked him about the dog, and then started talking, bird dogs. And one thing led to another, and Chad was sitting there, and he said, I got this one bird dog that I might like to breed Chevy to. So I gave him my name and a number and kind of just went on my way. About 6-7 months later, he gave me a call and said, hey, this female came into season, so what do you think about bringing Chevy over? So took Chevy over there, and litter turned out halfway decent. We'll hook up with Chad in a minute and we'll chat with him. But Chevy's gonna have fun. Hey everybody, it's my buddy Chad. Morning, Chad.
Morning, how are you?
Pretty good. Chad's gonna take Chevy over to his place and hook him up with the ladies. Chad, you bred to Chevy before, right?
I have.
And what'd you think of that litter?
It's great, great.
Did you keep one out of it?
I did.
And how'd she turn out?
She's awesome.
Yeah.
She's one of the best dogs I got. I guide with her, but on a plantation up there, the dog started really, really, really early. She started on her own. The whole litter did, in fact. She started probably at about 6 months old, holding, pointing, retrieving, shoot over. Now she does the whole deal. She's as broke as you can get.
Awesome, awesome. Well, Chevy's in the truck. He's excited to go. So just thought I'd introduce you guys to Chad and send Chevy on his way. So I stopped on my way home real quick, kind of just to explain a few things. We've had about 4 litters over the last few years. The way that we've done it is we've reached out to the stud dog owner and coordinated either bringing the stud to us, which typically works better because the female is more comfortable in her home environment. But we've also, taken females to other stud dog owners if, the situation required it. Chevy is AKC registered. So when Chad reached out to me the first time, he wanted to know, if the dog was registered for one, and what kind of titles or competition wins. Was he competitive? Was he a good bird dog? I kind of told him what Chevy had done, the ribbons that he'd won, the trophies that he'd taken home. It kind of forced him to take his female at the time out and back-to-back weekends compete in some junior hunt competitions and put a title on his female. The pups that come out of litters of dogs that have done well typically sell for a higher price, and it really proves that the dog is a hunting dog, which they're bred for. So Chad went out and put a junior hunter title on that. That litter turned out great, and he's real happy with it, so much so that he reached back to us again. When you set up an agreement with someone, Chad and I have done this a couple times now, so it's a handshake and a nod, and we're good to go. But I would recommend for someone that's just starting off or just planning a litter to get things in writing. what the stud fee is, what the arrangement is, if you're going to take the dog to them, whether they're going to bring their dog to you, get the prices and any guarantees. For instance, if a stud goes to a female and performs services and then that litter doesn't take, say you miss the timing on the breeding or something, then you would like that breeding to take place. So as a stud dog owner, you'll tell the owner of the female that if it doesn't take, then next time she comes in season, we'll do it again. Just as a service, you're getting paid for it. The litter didn't take, so it's a compliment to make sure that the breeding take place. So those are kind of things that we've experienced. Chevy's going to put out another litter on the ground. I'm sure they're going to turn out to be great bird dogs. He's got those traits. His parents had those traits. So we're just pushing it out there and keeping it going. So thought I'd give you guys a 101 bird dog breeding. Thanks. Talk to y'all later. 401k Dexters out.